Hello and welcome back to our non-league to legend series where we attempt to go from non-league football management to winning the Champions League. I'm back here today with our stint at Nottingham Forest. We've got two matches today, the match against third place Luton and then the match once again against Watford. If you are new to the series, don't worry, I will pop a card up in the top of the screen now so you can go back to the start of this series and follow along from there. We've been at Bath City and now we are at Nottingham Forest, and we are slowly waking our way up to the Premiership and getting closer and closer to that Champions League finish. And obviously, if you watched last episode, we did perform quite well in our match against Crystal Palace. It is the last match we played. We are following this one on directly from the last one because the games in December apparently are all really important. They've been bulked together, all of our important games, and it's causing havoc with our team fitness. Luckily, we have had a week between Crystal Palace and this match, so some of our players have had time to actually breathe, go home, see their families, have some food, and they've come back relatively fit. So this is the lineup we are going for that match against Crystal Palace. We've got Ward in goal, back four of Williams, Colwill, Sorensen and Fonseca, who is not meant to be there. You're meant to be Moray. Fonseca, I'm sorry. I know I told you were starting the match, but I lied. Get back on the bench. We've then got a midfield three of Garner, Mason and Otterson. Aspria out on the left and Milan out on the right and Pellegrini up front. And I am desperately hoping that Milan and Pellegrini can continue with their brilliant goal scoring form. Pellegrini, our club record signing, hitting 20 goals before we've even hit January. Let's get over to that match against Crystal Palace and let's hope we manage to keep up with that good form. As we can see, only that one change since last match, which is the one I literally just made in front of you because I'm a moron and didn't do it before I switched on the camera. And hopefully this team can go out and give this Luton side the same battering it showed Crystal Palace in the last episode. We have faith in all our team, let's tell them so. As always guys, if you do enjoy today's episode, if you're enjoying the series, if you think it's something you'd like to see more of, hit the subscribe button down below. If you hit the little notification bell as well, YouTube lets you know every time we upload. You can follow along with this series and everything else we upload on the channel. For now though, we're going to unpause the game because we started straight off with a highlight, which is an interesting one. Doesn't happen very often. It always makes me quite worried. Moray's just absolutely bash that one forward, hoping that Aspria could run onto that one, forgetting that Aspria isn't in fact Usain Bolt and he does not have the engine of a Porsche 911. Oh dear lord, we've almost let Luton into the game instantly. And this is not exactly how we want to be starting these games. Rostia, I believe that is, now going to take the corner. Garner, I believe that was, has managed to clear it really long. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's almost on the halfway line. And I do just want to check because otherwise I'm going to be saying this wrong the entire match. But I'm pretty sure did Luton get promoted at the end of last season? They did not. I'm a complete liar. What team am I thinking of? Luton finished 6th last season, so actually they're probably quite valid promotion candidates and they didn't get promoted at all last season. If you're a Luton fan, I apologise for butchering your team's name and history. Hey ho, let's ignore that I ever said that and let's look at Luton's interesting formation here, which has got no wide players whatsoever. I mean, it's got a left back and a right back, but there's no wingers, there's no one in midfield. It's quite narrow. Williams into Colwill here. Colwill almost putting that one away. We are getting quite good at these set pieces. We've got 4 shots to their 1 again as well. We're just encourage the team here, and every time I do that we seem to get a highlight our end, so I'm going to stop encouraging the team. It seems to go to their head. Bell here going to fire that one in. Oh my goodness, that is the biggest let off I've ever seen, because if he'd managed to get that even an inch lower, it's going in the back of the net. Ward caught completely the wrong side of the goal. And let's be honest, was getting absolutely nowhere near that. Corner of our own now, though. Garner going to swing that one in. Garner into Colwill. Colwill with his 4th goal of the season. Colwill, I can't remember if this actually happened on an episode, but Colwill has extended his contract. I'm pretty sure he has extended it. I can't remember if it was confirmed or not, but we requested his loan to be extended until the end of the season because obviously he is meant to leave in January, and I think he's turned into pretty much a nailed-on starter alongside Sorensen for us, so we want to keep hold of him for the rest of the season. And Milan there has lost the ball, regained it instantly, passed it back to Moray, who's now going to try and blaze his way up the right-hand side, and we've kind of just wasted our possession there. Milan trying to pitch it in front of Moray, messing it up massively, and now Chaplin is going to bear down on our goal. We've given away a penalty. Williams there just sticking his leg out, I assume, and we've given away a penalty, and Ward is gonna kind of fall over but not really dive to the edge of his goal, and it is now 1-1 between us and Luton. Less than ideal really, but hey ho. Ward must be as short as I am, which although you can't see on the camera is very, very short. I'm sat on a gaming chair with 6 yellow pages below me just to make sure I can get up to the top of my TV and the webcam. But I would expect the goalkeeper to do a little better than that. And we're just going to not berate the team. We're going to nicely chastise them, I guess would be the word, and tell them they could be doing a lot better. Otterson here. Otterson just not distributing that ball correctly. Just going to hold it there and wait for a Luton player to arrive and tackle him. Williams is now going to try and go down this left-hand side. Pass it to Asprilla, back to Mason. Mason has not done a great job of that either. Sorensen has managed to cut out the Luton attack though, and now if we could string a few passes together, that would be quite nice. Otterson back to Sorensen. This is very, very comfortable slow build-up play. Garner, big ball forward to Milan. Milan bearing down on goal. Milan slotting it home for his 8th goal of the season. Alex Milan, that front three, if we can get like, I say a world class, we're not going to get a world class, but if we could get a top tier championship left winger to replace Asprilla permanently as well, then that front three of Pellegrini, Milan and unnamed top tier left winger would be unstoppable, because again, Pellegrini and Milan are just scoring goals for fun. Pellegrini trying to get in front of Woodman there and nod it home off of that ridiculous long throw from Sorensen. Hasn't come to fruition this time. And Luton trying to launch a counter-attack of their own here off that big goalkeeper distribution. Thankfully, it appears that Luton have not fully got their shooting boots on today, because that striker has now missed a couple of absolute sitters, which I will take, because frankly, our passing is way off and our finishing not fantastic, and we're giving away penalties. But I don't think we can quite do that all the way through this match and hope to come out of it comfortably. We're going to encourage the team again though. We're going to make a couple of substitutions as well. I'm seeing that Colwill and Williams are pretty tired, so we're going to bring on, I guess we bring on Bernard and then Fonseca, although I feel like, stop it, I feel like Sanderson can play out on the left. No, Sanderson can play on the right, which is not the left. If you don't already know that, children at home, this is the opposite side. Fonseca can come on for Williams though, and that kind of makes our back four slightly less tired than it was. With 15 minutes to go, we're probably going to make another substitution in a minute. I feel like it should be one of our front three on this occasion. We've just got to decide who we'd like to take off, and you know what, I think we're going to take off Pellegrini, and we're going to bring on regen with the funny hair Carl Gretsch up front to face Luton. If he could put one away as well, that would be fantastic, but if we could just not concede one, that would be great as well. I'm not sure what Watford are doing in their match at the moment. Where are Watford? Are Watford even playing today? They're not, which I guess they've already played and won then, because they're still 2 points ahead of us. We are going to put a little bit of a gap between us and Luton here though, as we finish off this game, unless we get a late highlight, which we don't. So that is going to be full time. It's a 2-1 win against Luton. It's a very good result for us in terms of league position. I mean, even if they win their game in hand now, that would put them on 46 points, which is still going to be 5 points behind us. So we are definitely solidifying that second place automatic promotion spot heading into the second half of the season, which is probably exactly what we wanted to do, really. I think if you said at the start of the season that's where we could be, we would have fully taken it. For those of you maybe are new and have only just started watching, we finished 14th last season, and that was only due to a really late run of form. 15th the season before that. I mean, if we're looking at the last 3 or 4 seasons here, our top place finish was 10th, and we finished 7th the season before that. And yeah, that's about 7th, about as high as we've been since we were last in the Premiership, which obviously we can't even see on this graph because it's been that long. But now I guess we're going to go over to the next match, and we are going to be playing Watford. Given we did just see in the last episode the match against Watford in the Championship, I guess we should go for Watford in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. So we'll go over and have a look at that one now. And here's our team we are going to be using for that Carabao Cup quarter-final against Watford. We've got Ward in goal, back 4 of Williams, Colwill, Sorensen and Moray, Garner, Yates and Otterson in midfield. Alex Milan comes in on the left wing with Johnson coming in on the right and Pellegrini up front. Of course, I say Milan comes in on the left wing. He did play the last match, but he was on the right wing. But Spria can't play once again because we are playing Watford and he's on loan from them. And hopefully we can go out and just have the same performance we did against Watford in the attacking third and just have a better performance in the defensive third. If you don't know what I'm on about, go back and watch the last episode. It was an absolute goal fest and we decided that we just can't defend set pieces anymore. We have, as a part of the training building up to this match, gone and set an instruction to train defending corners in particular, given that we conceded 2 of them last time against Watford. They're apparently quite dangerous from corners and our defenders don't know how to defend them. But yeah, if we could win a Carabao Cup quarter-final, it would be quite nice. It's only the Carabao Cup, I get that, but still, it's all good for team morale and it does all add to the club bank account, as you well know. We're looking at the team still left in it. We have got some big fixtures we could get. We've got Chelsea, who I'd expect to beat Burnley. Liverpool versus Leicester could go either way, as we've seen in real life recently. I missed what the third match was there, but I'm sure we'll see it after this replay. Williams here trying to launch an attack going forward using those wings. Otterson to Garner. Garner into Pellegrini over the top. Pellegrini. It's a good save from the Watford goalkeeper. Just denying Pellegrini his 21st goal of the season. We are going to get corner though. Williams into Pellegrini. He's going to get a goal this episode. I can feel it. We've got another corner now on the opposite side. Garner again swinging that one in. It's cleared by the Watford defence, but Yates has managed to get hold of it. Milan scoring his 9th goal of the season. Somebody get that man a face. It will have to be me, of course, and I really do need to try and find out how to get him a face. I don't know why he hasn't got one. Everyone else does. It's a pretty well worked corner. I guess it has come out wide, but Otson is there just to pass that one back over to the other side of the box to Yates for Milan to eventually slot past the goalkeeper. And for some reason, we're going to play it again. Oh, okay, he was close to being offside. I say close. The lines aren't too close together. It's a good start for us. And now we can have a quick look. That third Carabao Cup quarter-final going on is Man City against Lincoln. Torres has just scored for them, which obviously is now over in Barcelona. And Burnley have just gone 1-0 up against Chelsea, so maybe they're struggling defensively just like they are in real life. Nope, Pulisic has just scored. I'm going to stop commentating on those matches because every time I say something, the match scores change. We'll go back to focus on our own match, and it's a very similar story to when we faced Watford in the last episode, which is bags and bags of shots for us. Possession is a little bit higher than it was, and Watford not offering a huge amount in attack, which does worry me because they didn't last time either, and all that happened is they scored lots of goals off of corners and then our defence just kind of fell apart after conceding. But hopefully that won't happen on this occasion. We have got Watford again. It's literally, we've got this match today, then a day off, and then we face Watford in the Championship. There is very little rest time in between games, and we're going to get absolutely sick of the sight of Watford. I never want to see them again after this episode. This is a goal kick here for Watford, which means we have just had had a shot, and it's going to be a big oof up front. It's gone over Sorensen's head. I am not becoming a fan of that. I've seen that far too many times recently where our defenders, I don't know, maybe I need to just drop the defensive line slightly, because especially on goal kicks, I've seen a lot over the top of them where no one's attempted to headbutt the ball and it's just kind of bounced behind our defenders for whatever striker is there to run onto. We're very good at build-up play like this. It's just defensively we can have days where we don't look like we could defend anything. But Milan here going to try and get us a second goal. Milan into Pellegrini. Pellegrini not being able to keep that one down. It's gone wide. And he is still searching for that 21st goal after scoring those 2 hat-tricks in a row against Cardiff and Crystal Palace. He's not managed it since. And I say he scored 2 in a row. Was it 2 in a row? Maybe it wasn't against Crystal Palace. I don't remember. He scored 2 hat-tricks in very quick succession. Either way. Moray here, back to Ward. Can we build an attack of our own now? It's the 52nd minute. This is where we started conceding almost consistently last episode, if I remember correctly. Big ball out wide to Milan now. Can he get across into the box for Pellegrini? He can't, but Williams can. Johnson, it's fallen to him on the volley there. It's a really good goal. It's a really good cross from Williams to find someone at that far post. Watford goalkeeper hasn't known what to do there. Milan just managing to cut that one back for Williams to cross from fairly deep. Bernardo there, the Watford defender, having Nottingham Forest vibes and completely missing a header, and Brennan Johnson there to just volley that one home. But now we do see a Watford corner, which is how they started scoring last episode. We've managed to clear this one kind of, and their shot has gone wide, luckily for us, because I think if we do start conceding, I don't know if we will stop conceding. We're going to demand more from the team, even though we're 2-0 up. There's a lot of goals going on in all of these games. Look, 2-2 between Burnley and Chelsea, 1-0 Liverpool, Leicester, and 3-0 with a Torres hat-trick for Man City. What were they doing selling him? I don't know. I feel like he was a really good player. I had him at, I did a Valencia save in FM20 and he was fantastic there. We're going to have to take off Milan here though, because he's looking quite tired. We're going to bring on Popov, and I can't remember what foot you are, so I think we're going to have to make you a winger. We do. We have to make you a winger on this side because your feet are on the wrong way round to be an inverted winger. So you're going to be a winger on attack on this side, and Pellegrini's going to have to come off as well. Again, I could bring on Del Taylor, but I'm going to bring on Gretsch because I think Gretsch has got the higher potential. Taylor hasn't scored many when we've been bringing him on recently. I don't know if a big game against Watford is the game to bring him on and attempt to start getting him to score. So we'll just bring on Gretsch and he can have a little bit of a run out, and we're having a look here and our defenders are starting to all get a little bit tired as well. So we're going to take off Sorensen and we'll bring on Bernard for Sorensen just to try and see out these last 10 minutes and get a win against Watford, which is a little bit of revenge for the last match at the start of last episode. Garner with a corner into Colwill here. Colwill not quite keeping that one down, and it's going to be a goal kick for Watford. But look at this. Look at the stats over on the left. We have dominated this match. 19 shots against their 5 at the moment. When we're in a good run of form like this, we are in very, very good runs of form. And it's going to be a 2-0 win against Watford that will see us through to the semi-finals. And as I've just said to the team, that is something we can take into our next match, because our next match, as we said, is against Watford. And it does mean if we were to beat them the same result as today, we would go top of the league as well, which again is a very, very good turnaround from last season. I'm just going to continue here because I'm pretty sure we are going to be able to see the semi-final. Unfortunately, we've just seen that Pellegrini has got too many yellow cards and it is not going to be able to play that semi-final, which is a huge loss. But we are going to just have to cope with it, and we should, in a second, I believe, get the semi-final draw. Maybe? Has it already happened and I haven't noticed? No, we haven't got the semi-final yet. I'm going to go and try and get the semi-final draw up. And literally the second I did that, it was basically the next email that came up. So we're going to view the draw here. see who we get. We've got Liverpool against Man City, so we are going to get Chelsea, which means we're going to be without Pellegrini against Chelsea, and equally we are going to be without Levy Colwill in defence because he's not going to be able to play against his parent club, which is a little bit unfortunate. Also, unfortunately, we are going to be away, or is it 2 legs in the Carabao Cup? I feel like it's only 1 leg. No, it is 2 legs, and they're both televised against Chelsea. So you'd hope we are going to get some decent TV revenue from that. And again, it all really helps with the club finances. That, however, is a lot of games in January. 7 games throughout January. We're playing on a Wednesday, a Saturday, a Tuesday, a Saturday, a Tuesday, a Saturday, and then we do finally have a week's break. But the fitness levels are going to be hard to manage throughout the month of January. That is going to be it for today though, guys. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then do go down below and hit the subscribe button. You touch the notification bell next to that one. YouTube will let you know every time we upload anything to the channel. And you can follow along as we attempt to go on and win the Champions League. Until next time though, guys, thank you very much for coming over and watching today. Really appreciate the support. And I will see you over on the next episode with Nottingham Forest.